That's how you sink a ship. Right there, baby. That's how you... You mean to tell me they didn't go down? How did y'all not go down? They're still sitting there. How in the world did that keg not sink them? And I just solo kegged a galleon at Molten Sands with one of those brand new powder kegs, and it didn't sink. A galleon. I don't have a clue how they didn't sink, but I've done a Fort of the Dam by myself. I done an Ashton Winds tornado, and I'm still kicking it till I get enough loot. And somewhere in the midst of there's an Athena, but no, this ain't a lot. When I give loot away, I'll give $500,000 away. I don't intend on this ship sinking. I've not ran into any other ships in this server that had any interest in PvP. Nobody wants to mess with me tonight for some reason. I mean, it could be that I'm streaming, but I did a whole Fort of the Dam by myself, and I didn't see a single boat. Those are 2 Reaper's chests that I got buried. One of them I think is worth 20 grand. I buried them just so they'd come on and get off the map. They're not going nowhere. They're at the Fort of the Dam. I buried them for a purpose, so nobody else could get them, and they're gonna sit there until I dig them up. Those 2 Reaper's chests, they're not on the map right now. That's the reason they're buried. Nobody knows they're there. Yeah, nobody knows they're sitting there, but us. Nobody can get them but us. Nobody would ever find them. I got them buried. I don't know, but we'll have to go find out. I'm fixing to find out. I'm fixing to raise the sail up and find out where it's at, because it's a message in a bottle I got, but B9. So we go over here to there's B, and that would be Crescent Isle, that's south. That's west of us. Yep. That's one island I'm 100% positive I know where it's at. Because you see that island right beside it that says Reapier's Cay? I can get over 400 chests on that one island. And then go to Crescent Isle and unlock them. There's a vault on Crescent Isle. over 17 million. I had 18 million in something, but I spent some the other night. I do better when I'm streaming, but I do okay when I'm not streaming. Yep. I don't do that well under pressure. I just learned to work around it. Well, I fell in. You can get it on this side. There's another one. We'll take it. I still ain't got a clue how that ship didn't sink at that. Because I hit it with one of those big kegs that would have sank a boat in about 3 to 4 seconds. I don't know how they didn't sink. Unless it was PC players, but that still shouldn't have made no difference. Because I play this game on PC and I've been kegged by one of those ships. And it's basically the equivalent of scuttling your boat. I'll go back tomorrow and watch my live stream and watch and see what I did wrong. Analyze the situation and find out why that boat didn't go down. Alright. I mean, I've seen stranger things happen, but I've never seen a boat like that not go down when you keg them. I mean, I got on the middle deck of that galleon. That puts like 20 holes in their boat. You can't manage 20 holes, and there was one guy by himself on it. There was no other body on the boat, as far as I know. And yet he was able to salvage the boat. Unless it was because it was over in the Devil's Roar, it didn't sink. I don't know. That's possible. I mean, I wasted a $13,000 keg, though. Now, granted, I wasted it on a boat that might have had 100 grand on it. That boat had a lot of loot. By the time they got all that port loot on it, that might be all they had, but it would have been a good bit of loot. Crescent Isle. Well, we're going to Crescent Isle, but we're going to stop at Reaper's Cave first. We are going to make northwest. Roger that. We're making our way. I did a Fort of Fortune the other night by myself, and it gives more loot than the Fort of the Dam does. But so, right now I'm not running an emissary flag, but now we will have an emissary flag up. We're going to, though. There's a reason. What I'm fixing to go get. What I'm fixing to go get. There's gonna be so much loot that emissary flag would put us to level 5 before we got it on the boat. Now, I go get all the loot and I set it up on top. We go over to Port Barrett. We throw up an emissary flag. Then we put it on the boat. Nobody knows you're doing it. So people always join and they wonder where's the flag at. I said, there'll be a flag. Well, particularly, this loot that's on the boat right now is not enough to make it level 5 nonetheless. This is just enough to get diamonds Sure. I didn't know there was gold in it. Now we go west. If I had a horn of fair winds, we'd have been there, but I don't. No, a horn of fair winds. It looks like a big seashell. You can use it to put out fire, or it'll make your boat go faster. Sometimes if I get a little loot on the boat before I do what I'm doing, it don't lag the server out as bad. If you was to just go to straight Leapier's Cay, there's a chance it might lag the server. And not just this boat, crash all boats in the server. I mean, when I say a lot of loot, I'm talking about a lot of loot. There's going to be a ton of it. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you're still here. You're at the yeah, there you are. One night I almost lagged the server out. Just from so much loot. You can literally make as much as you want off these 2 islands. If you had the time and nobody would bother you, you can make $4 or $5 million in one night. But eventually, it's going to lag the server. There's going to be so much of it, and then eventually, it would lag out the server. It's just because. Yeah, they're going down. There'll be birds in the sky. We should see the loot from the crow's nest. I think it's straight in front of us, though. Alright. You see it? Because I don't see it. It's straight in front of us, ain't it? Or behind us? Okay. We're gonna go in slow on this though, because they might be one of those big nasty powder kegs. And I don't want to hit it. Alrighty, that'll work. How far away did it? Northwest, we're almost there. Sometimes they'll put those nice powder kegs on the boat. Yeah, with a rope on them. The ones that are barrels. Well, that's what I kegged that boat with a while ago, and they didn't go down. I don't know. But I got it on stream. I was streaming. I don't know how it didn't go down. But you keg almost on the bottom of the boat with one man on the boat besides me. And all those holes. Obviously, though, he was able to patch holes quick enough. I do not know. I know for a fact if it had been a brigantine or a sloop, they would have sunk. It was a galleon, 100%. They was on the island, though. They had just finished it. 3 of them was on the island, and the other guy had gotten killed, and he was on the boat fighting a skelly ship when I boarded with the keg. And the skelly ship was shooting at him, I believe, when I kegged him. So, I don't know how he didn't go there. I don't know how he didn't go down. It's possible. The other night, I mean, the other night we sank a brig with one in about 3 seconds. And they did not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, because that's Port Merritt. We're close. I go to this island at least 4 times a week and do this right here. Well, no, I'm not always on Sea of Thieves. Like last night, we was playing Deep Rock Galactica. Sometimes I'll be on the PC playing Helldivers. But if my buddies are playing the finals, you're going to catch me on Sea of Thieves live streaming. Now, right now, he's on Modern Rivals. If I wasn't in the hankering for Sea of Thieves, I would be on there playing Modern Rivals. But right now, I'm in the hankering for Sea of Thieves. I'm in the mood. It's an old term that old people would use. How would you know? You ain't gonna guess, but I just had a birthday the day after Christmas. I'm older. Younger. Exactly. Oh yeah, we're going to this little island first though. The loot is on this island. We go over there to get it though. Oh yeah, this is Reaper. This is Reaper's Grave right here. I'm gonna come in really slow. Yeah, but this captain's gonna have a storage crate on him. It's all good. It's all good. We don't need that keg anyways. Yep. It's all good though. Okay, pick up that quest. Okay, I'm gonna throw down. Let me see. Old hoarders, treasure vault. Location. Okay, I threw down the quest. And then you can come vote. You throw it down, and you get it off this island. Now, that's if our compass is working. If the compass ain't working, you start. Let's do it again. So have you done this before? Nope, it's here. Yeah, so you've done these vaults before. Every one of the vault kit come off this island. I hit the vault. We set this aside. Now we go dig the other one up. We got another one on here. Yeah, it's right over. It's right down here. Yeah, but it's got supplies. But we didn't have to buy. You can stock your boat up. Right here. Now we go. We gotta throw down 2 more of those quests. And then get 2 more of those keys. That'll work. Alright, now you can vote on it. Nope. This one ain't, We gotta cancel it. No, not. No, you gotta cancel it first. I vote. Yeah. The compass was spinning wrong. There it goes. I mean, you can do it the other way. The compass, yeah, the compass has got to be. It is here too. Your compass is, if your compass is jittering, it can be moving, it just can't be jittering. Anytime you see a bunch of skeletons out and about, yeah, the compass ain't gonna tell you where it's at. This is an exploit in the game that they can't get fixed. Now we get one more. And then we go open them. That right there ain't the loot. The loot is inside the vault at Crescent Isle. Now. There it goes. Now you get the gist of why I don't run an emissary flag right now. Well, 3 of these will put you almost at level 5. Alright, now we go over to Crescent Isle with these suckers. And this is that new ship I bought the night. Well, the new hull. Hull and the figurehead. Yeah, it looks like a cursed. Oh yeah. Alright. Southwest. We go southwest. Yeah. And we will need harpoon guns. That'll just make it. That'll just make it faster. Or I say faster, not so much on the Xbox, but if I was on my laptop, a lot faster. But the only reason I'm playing it on my Xbox right now is because I can't stream on my laptop. Will not. It don't work right. The reason I'm not on my laptop playing this game because I can't stream it off my laptop. Something about OBS don't. The processor on that laptop is so powerful. And the CPU overpowers OBS Studios. The graphics card overpowers OBS Studios. And I don't know how to go in and start tweaking with a graphics card. I don't want to mess a $2,300 laptop up. No, that I don't even have paid for. I mean, yeah, it's feasibly possible to stream off of it if I knew how to tweak the settings in OBS. And then go in and tweak the settings of the graphics card. But I mean, if you start messing around and accidentally delete the graphics card or something, that would be terrible. I mean, on Xbox, I just go live, and it links it straight to my Twitch account. And then I can go to Twitch and upload it to YouTube. But on PC, you have to upload it through OBS Studios. That's... Now, I'm going to put this boat. We're going to hit again, but that's okay. I just wanted to hide the boat. Make sure we ain't got no holes. Alright, now we get all three of these things. And we take them all over here at one time. I bet you've never done 17 of them at one time, though. That's the most I've ever done is 17. And I can't recall how many chests we had. I'm already in here, and I am dropping. Yes. There's going to be chests all over this place. As I find them, Skull Walk. No, just set them down at the bottom. We'll harpoon them. We'll harpoon them later when we get them all. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes these headphones, they will disconnect. They're still... Yeah, it's due to these headphones. It's not an Xbox. It's a Steel Series headphones, and they're Bluetooth. And sometimes when they disconnect, it'll disconnect the whole shebang. They're fantastic headphones when they work. But that's when they work. That one will be alright. I don't know what's wrong with it. We've only got 3 keys. At the moment, we've only got. We've only got 3 keys now. That's. Yeah, I'll probably re-own tomorrow evening sometime. It's 10:10. My time? Oh no, I get off work at 4. But I'll be on sometime tomorrow night. We have choir practice after church tomorrow. I mean, it'll be probably, I'm gonna say close to 8:30. Ain't all of it either. No, there's that middle chest. I've got to get that one more medallion. Where's it at? I dropped it. I dropped it on the floor. The medallion. That's the reason I can't find it. We just won't get that one medallion. I'm gonna chance it. Maybe I can pull it off. Hold on a second. We're fixing to find out. I had to go get me a harpoon gun so I can harpoon myself up there to get it. There is a token, a little gold medallion, and you got to get 3 of them to unlock that center chest. No. I'll show you when we get the 3rd one. No. It looks like gold coins. They're round. You can't take them out. When I drop them down, you put them in that center hole. They're circles. And they don't serve no purpose but unlocking the riddle. And they... No. take our time. You see these holes right here? These three? You gotta have 3 medallions. And I'll show you what they look like. You see this thing right here? You see this thing in my hand? You see that thing in my hand? Put it right in there. That's what they look like. All 3 of them are gonna look just like that. Alrighty. Now we got all 3 of them. So we got crown, chain, locking key. Now we just hit this center button. There's a sequence, and it will not give it to you unless you're in sequence. If it's crown, chain, locking key, and the key's going upwards, if you got it where the key goes down, it will not work. That's normal. That's normal. I couldn't tell you. I'm a rim rat. Huh? No, I'm good at this game. But the thing is, anybody can do this. This is easy. I mean, this is easy money. Or at least after 8 years of playing this game, I better be good. That's all I gotta say. Now, we harpoon this stuff to the top. No more keys. That was the last. That was the third one. So we harpoon it all to the top now. I mean, this is a decent amount of loot. I mean, I think you get 35 chests every time you do it, so... What is that, 110 chests? I bet 2 of them will be 70. 30 and 30, 60. 5 and 5 makes 10. Yes. Probably not. I may get on Rivals. I may get on Rivals or get back on Minecraft. Yeah, I've got to work tomorrow, so I got to be there at 10 o'clock in the morning, but all I do is wash dishes, so it ain't that bad. I work at Chick-fil-A. I make $13 an hour to stand there and wash dishes. And I've been there for 6 years. I've got one of the best bosses I've ever had. Hands down. And I've been working since I was 16, so. No, I've been working in general at 16. I worked in a grocery store for 18 years. Yeah. It's a long story. It wasn't by my choice. And it wasn't by their choice either. They didn't want me to leave. They begged me to stay. I come in from work one day, and let's just say that my mother found out from a really good resource that there was another competitive grocery store in town that was looking for somebody full-time in produce. And somebody had already put a good word in for me. And they was expecting me to come up there and get an application. Now, this grocery store's been in Jasper for years. Many more years than Winn-Dixie. So I was like, I don't know now. I've been there 18 years. I don't know that this is the right thing to do, the right move. My mother said it's full time and you'll be doing something different. So I give in and I go put in an application. And I'm still working at Winn-Dixie. I don't think nothing of it. Well, 3 weeks later, I get a phone call from them. It was like, when can you start to work? I was like, what in the world are you talking about? He said, well, you'll have to go to a drug test and whatnot, but I'm assuming since you've been there for 18 years, you're going to pass your drug test. I said, yes, sir. So, of course, I have to give Winn-Dixie a 2-week notice. And I go up to Sons and I start working. And I think I made it there 6 weeks and they fired me. 7 weeks later, they let me go. They said they didn't need me. Produce. Full time. I had a way better job at Sons than I ever would have had at Winn-Dixie. I'm full time, got an hour break, had a fantastic break room. Sons ain't going nowhere. I mean, it had been in Jasper for over 70 years. I mean, they said I wasn't catching on as quick as I should have. I don't know what they thought. I know what it means. They was insinuating that I was slow. And I am. I always have been. But you can't expect somebody to catch on in 6-7 weeks. And I hadn't been back in that store now since they left. I left. But now, I will go up there because they have a restaurant attached. And they got one of the best ribeye steak sandwiches you'll ever eat. Hands down. No one compares. When I say the best, it is the best. They sell ribs, they sell half chickens, they sell smoked chicken wings. I think you can go up there and get Boston butt. I mean, the restaurant's fine, but I won't go back in that store. Now, I probably could go back in that store and nobody would ever recognize me and nobody would ever say anything to me, but I'm loyal. Yes. And Winn-Dixie didn't want me to leave. If I hadn't have ever left Winn-Dixie, I probably would have still been there, and it's not Winn-Dixie anymore, it's Food City. Yeah, of course I'm loyal. Aldi's bought it out. Aldi's bought it out and then sold it to Food City. It is. Food City is a lot like a Publix. Let me guess, GameStop. No, just put them all right here and we can just move the boat. McDonald's, I don't imagine, is a bad place to work. And Chick-fil-A ain't even considered fast food. Nope. They don't want their brand to be considered fast food. It's not. No, Chick-fil-A is. We probably do the most business around here for a joint like that. More business than Wendy's, McDonald's, Hardee's, Jack's, KFC, Lee's Chicken, Popeyes. We do more business than any of them. My boss, pride and joy, is Chick-fil-A. And she's been working with Chick-fil-A since she was probably 16. I don't know. I'm not going to guess since I'm live streaming because there's people that I work with that would watch, that might be watching. I have no clue. She works there. Her sister works there. Her brother works there. Her brother's kids work there. Her father also works there, which he's an older man. Pretty much the whole family works there. Along with a slew of all of us other kids. Now she's very particular who she hires. She won't hire just anybody. I mean, if you can't pass a drug test, that's a no-no. If you can't give a good application, that's a no. If you can't do orientation correct, that's a no. Well, an interview. Yeah, when I done my interview, I done it with 3 other people. No, 4 other people. There was 1, 2. There was 4 of us. Me, this girl, and these 2 guys. And the girl got hired, but the guys, they didn't get hired because they didn't have a high school diploma. No. Well, before we get going with it, though, I'm going to get it all out just in case it don't crash. I mean, the fact that it's in a pile, that's not a good thing. It won't blow it up, but it'll cause it to crash. It'll cause your it'll cause the boat to submerge, and you'll get disconnected, and you might or might not get a chance to log back in. I mean, when I had those 17 on the boat, I wasn't running 60 frames per second. And I'm on the Series, it wasn't that, and I'm on the Series X. There was so much lag, you would have thought you'd have been using a lag switch. Yeah, I work 10 to 4 every day. Now I'll be off on Thursday, but I'm going deer hunting. I'm going deer hunting that Thursday. Our season's almost over. We're in Alabama. Georgia. You're close to Atlanta. Not unless I'm going to a Braves game. Somebody asked me one night why I put it all on the boat like this. I said, well, with this much loot, if you want to take a gamble at it leaving the server, be more than happy, because I don't have to have the money. Yeah, I need it because there's stuff down in the Pirate Legends hideout I want to buy. And some of it's like 8 million for one item. I said if you want to take a gamble, and we'll go and take a gamble. But there's a possibility we could lose it, we could get cracking. It's just better if it's out like this. I mean, it makes it easier to harpoon even. Now we get all this stuff. Alright, now we get all these skulls. Put them up there. We gotta sell it to Sovereign, so it's gonna be so easy to harpoon this stuff. Hey, I got one person watching though. Yeah, there we go. Well, I sent somebody an invite one night, and I said, I've got a few chests. And he was thinking I had 3 or 4, you know. And I had a boat full like this. He said, I thought you said you only had a little bit. I said, this is a little. I said, what you talking about? He said, I've been playing this game for 2 years and I ain't seen this much loot. I said, well, you ain't been playing with me, or else you would see it every. You'll see this much loot every night. All right, now we go over to Port Merritt. Make sure there ain't no boats on the map, or make sure there ain't no boat over there. We go to Port Merritt, southeast. We're right by it. Not off this island. There's 2 items at Reapers we could go dig up. It's worth a lot of money. Now we'd have to sell it at Reaper's hideout. We'll see. They're at Fort of the Dam. We'll see how far we are from Fort of the Dam. You can look at the map and see. I'll check and see when we sell all this stuff. It ain't chest, it's Reapers. And one of them's worth quite a bit. Okay, there's Fort of the Dam. They're on that one right there. But we go sell this first. We ain't gonna. Reaper's hideout. As soon as we dig those up on the map, though, it's gonna put us on the. Everybody's gonna know where we're at. Basically, puts a GPS tracker on your boat for those suckers. I'll find it. There's Fort of the Dam. We're close to it. There's Reapers. It's right by. It's northwest. There it is. Right, we're close to it. I know. No Reapers. We don't have to go to Creek Hollow. Yeah. Most of these maps, I know where they're at. I mean, I could probably go to them and see. Up here. I mean, this is probably, I don't know, 70,000 in gold. And there's Athena in here somewhere if it ain't been sold. Yeah, that's the Athena. We may have already sold it. I think I sold it because the Athena. If it's not on the boat, one of us sold it. I'm going to check to make sure it's not on the boat. It ain't on